Hello and a very warm welcome. 2021 Season Awards, an annual video we do every year. As you can see, I've made an effort. We got the shirt on, and it's time for the Season Awards for 2021. And yeah, here's where we go down and basically do worst driver, best driver. We do this every single year and we'll do it again. And be sure to look out for 2021 predictions as we look back on the predictions we made. So first, worst driver. You would have to say Nikita Mazepin. His rookie season, but I think we can safely say he was the worst driver out of them all. He had a poor car, but he never really beat Mick Schumacher and constantly was in the way due to blue flags. Best driver. Now, for me, this is a toss-up between Carlos Sainz and Max. And for me, it's Max. 10 race wins, his first world championship, the first Dutch champion. And I believe he was the best driver of the season. But Carlos Sainz deserves a shout-out. Biggest crash. Now, this is between two. We've got Bottas and Russell at Imola. But, of course, there's only one winner for this one, as Lewis Hamilton and Max collide at Silverstone at Copse Corner, a corner you don't overtake at, and a 51-53 G impact for Max. And that was a huge crash. And for me, the biggest crash of the season. Bottas and Russell was quite big at Imola, but nothing tops Max and Lewis at Silverstone. And you could even say Monza. Best start. Now, of course, there's only one winner for best start. It's not even close. Fernando Alonso wins this award every single year. He is the best starter in Formula 1 by a country mile. And he gets the best start at Silverstone in the sprint race. Just outstanding. That is a huge strength for Fernando Alonso. Most embarrassing moment of the season. Now, this happened at Imola, and it was Mick Schumacher spinning under the safety car and losing his front wing. We've seen quite a strong bond between Mick and his engineer. It's okay, Mick, just cool the tyres, Mick, and we'll get you a new front wing. I'm so sorry for that, guys. It's okay, Mick, just come back, cool the tyres and box. It's okay. We'll get back on the lead lap. So yeah, spinning under the safety car. I mean, that's the most embarrassing. Best race. Now, a lot of people will say Saudi. I don't think it was a good race. I thought it was a dirty race. Most people will say Abu Dhabi because it's their most recent memory. But the best race for me was Monza. The two title rivals collided and McLaren won again. Worst race? Easy. Spa. They sent the drivers out in worse conditions than before just to get a result so they didn't have to refund the fans. Spa was an absolute shit show this year and unacceptable. Should have probably been rescheduled. Instead, we risked the drivers' safety. Best overtake. Now, we've been delaying bringing this out because we've been waiting for best overtake. And I've got to say, usually an overtake stands out. One year we had Pierre Gasly on Perez in Eau Rouge, but I couldn't think of one this year. But we've got Kimi Raikkonen on Alonso at America, just bravery at the highest level. And we've got Mick Schumacher and Mazepin, a great overtake at Lowe's hairpin. But I'm going to give this one Kimi Raikkonen on Alonso. Two world champions battling for like 10th place. They bang wheels. It was like the old days. Huge bravery by Kimi Raikkonen. Best moment of the season. And this is an easy one as McLaren won for the first time in 9 years. A 1-2 at Monza was my favourite moment. The first win since 2012. And that is my favourite moment of the season. Most improved, I would say Lando Norris. Yeah, definitely Lando Norris. Started the season exceptional. Could have won a race at Russia, and then he tailed off after that heartbreak. But yeah, he cemented his number one status at McLaren, and people expected him to get hammered by Ricciardo. Most emotional. Yeah, I was going to give this one Charles Leclerc not starting at Monaco, but losing the title on the last lap. I couldn't believe what I was witnessing. And yeah, the most emotional for me, Hamilton losing the title. I literally was in tears. The Maldonado Award. Now, if you're not famous with this one, this is the Crash Award, and this one goes to Yuki Tsunoda. A rookie season, but he had many crashes. Imola, France, and Saudi, just for an example. And yeah, Yuki wins that award. My favourite moment of the season was when George Russell got announced as a Mercedes driver. Yeah, we've been waiting years for that to happen, and it finally happened. The best team. Now, most will say Mercedes, but I'm going to say Red Bull. They won the drivers. They gave us a proper fight, the first one in the hybrid era, and I give the best team to Red Bull. And I think Ferrari deserve a shout out as well. Worst team, Haas F1. No points, no development. A really tough season. Best radio. Now we could have Kimi drinks, but I've got to say the best radio was probably the team principals going backwards and forwards. But it has to go in 2020 because they're almost bullying the race director. Best defence, Fernando Alonso at Hungary. Basically defended off Hamilton, and that meant Ocon could win the race. Best drive, I'm going to say this could be a bit biased. You've got Zandvoort, Max, but I'm going to say Lewis, the sprint race where he went from 20th to 5th. Title on the line, under pressure, angry, and he came out fighting like a champion. And the Muppet Award, kind of ironic that we finish on the Muppet Award. Michael Massey, totally out of his depth and needs to lose his job or resign. Just inconsistent penalties. Norris pushes Perez off a penalty. And then we see it at Brazil, no penalty. Max gets a penalty at Saudi for cutting turn 1. Lewis cuts at Abu, no penalty. Yeah, out of his depth. Unbelievable. Yeah. Inconsistency, changing the rules in the last race, sent the drivers out in worse conditions. Massey is completely out of his depth, and he's not fit for purpose. So let's have a quick rundown of the 2021 awards. Worst driver, Mazepin. Best driver, Max. Biggest crash, Lewis, Max, Silverstone. Best start, Fernando Alonso. Most embarrassing, Mick Schumacher, Imola. Best race, Monza. Worst race, Spa. Best overtake, Kimi Räikkönen on Alonso at America. Best moment of the season, McLaren winning. Most improved, Norris. Most emotional, Hamilton losing the title. The Crash Award, Yuki Tsunoda. My favourite moment, Russell, Mercedes driver. Best team, Red Bull. Worst team, Haas. Best radio, team principals. Best defence, Fernando Alonso. Best drive, Lewis Hamilton. Muppet Award, Michael Massey. So there we have it, the 2021 season awards. I've got dressed up for the occasion. Tickle a like button, as it is nearly Christmas. And yeah, I've made an effort for this one. And look out for our 2021 predictions, where we look back on the predictions we made. Adios. Finally, we've done this video after waiting ages for the Overtake video.